gecko, right there, that riff. Well, that thing is called the open hammer thumb pluck. It's used by a ton of bass players, and it's not that hard to get into your slap grooves. So before we get into this, we've actually created a PDF that goes with this lesson. It includes all of the tab and notation, so you can look at that as you're watching the lesson, okay? So you can grab it down below in the description. It's completely free, so go down there, grab that PDF, and then let's crack on. So first of all, let's break this thing down a little slower, okay? Again, it's the open hammer thumb pluck, and it all says it in the title. Open hammer thumb pluck, okay? So the first thing is the open string, and you actually play that with your thumb. Open, and obviously we're just using the A string here, okay? So open, then we hammer on really anywhere, but right now I'm gonna hammer on the 7th fret of the A string. So open, hammer, thumb, and then pluck. Okay, again, open, hammer, thumb, and then pluck. Let me play it 4 times in a row, quite slow. Okay, now there's a couple of things to look out for here. First of all, I'm slapping around the edge of the fingerboard. I'm not good doing it down here. And then I'm plucking just under that G string there. Notice that when I pluck that note there, I'm not holding them both on at the same time. I'm actually releasing that lower octave as I pluck the higher octave. Now, once you've got that down and got the flow, and what I mean by flow is you can just kind of do that kind of thing. Don't worry about fitting it in a groove yet. Just get that kind of phrase down. And it's not crazy. This is all that the hand's doing there is. And this hand's going. So it's not crazy fast. It's just the timing that really matters here. So it's one of these kind of sort of like licks that sounds crazy impressive, but really it's actually quite simple once you get it down. So work on getting that flow to begin with. Again, keep the right hand really nice and relaxed, and then speed it up. There we go. Okay, now once you've got that down, the flow, then you want to fit it within a groove. And a nice easy groove, okay, is just this. Can't get any simpler than that, right? 3 notes. It's just E on the A string, C sharp on the A string, and then D on the A string, okay? So let's start with those 3 notes. And then when we're ready, now I should say as well, I'm playing the open hammer thumb pluck and then doing a on the bottom end of it, right? That E. Here we go. And as you can see there, I begin really simply just by playing that, those 3 notes and then adding that in. And then I'm actually just adding more ghost notes in with the pops there. And all I'm doing there is something like that. Loads of, it's just a... I'm just taking this E minor pentatonic. E minor pentatonic, and I'm just actually... But the most important thing is what's going on with this hand. I'm actually going back and forth. So to practice that, I actually just practice going. Like making sure that I can use the thumb and the index really close together, because as I'm playing octaves like this, there's quite a wide gap between these 2 fingers. But when I'm playing a run, these fingers are really close together. So it's definitely worth putting a bit of time into getting that down so you can pull that into your playing when you want to. Now, before I let you go, remember to grab that PDF down below in the description. It's completely free. Once you've got it, you can print it out, leave it on the side, and every time you pick up your bass, practice this little thing over the next couple of weeks and get it into your playing. It shouldn't be that hard to do it, okay? I recommend 2 to 4 weeks, and you should be really getting that in your playing if you're practicing it every single day. The key thing is to just practice the flow of getting that little phrase first and then integrating it within the rest of your grooves. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the shed.